This is probably one of my favorite days streaming. Since it's whatever Wednesday. So we talk about whatever the audience wants to talk about. Of what's on the screen. There'll be a new schedule starting next week. Instead of 7:15 to 8:15 in the morning, it's going to be like 8:45 to 9:45, 8:30 to 9:30, something like that in the morning. Same days, just different time. The reason for the schedule change is because I'm moving on to a different job from where I've been for a while. Morning, everyone. You got a topic you want to talk about? Get in the comments. Today is whatever Wednesday. We talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Oh, there's a deer. There's probably another one here somewhere. Don't do it. Please don't. How's everybody? Instead of 7:15 in the morning, it's going to be more like 8:45 to 9:45 or 8:30 to 9:30, something like that. I guess on whatever Wednesday we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about or whatever I want to talk about. So the big thing wasn't yesterday, it was the night before, and Cheryl and I were headed home from town, and we had to stop at the local Dollar General to grab a few things, and this lady was in front of me, impatiently waiting for the people in front of her to get cashed out, and she was being very verbal about her impatience, like just saying out loud, like, come on, let's go, there's other people in line. So I asked her, she said a couple other things that I'm not going to repeat, but I asked her, do you act like this when you're driving down the road? And she just went off. I didn't realize at the time that she was intoxicated, and she's usually there in the morning buying box wine. So I guess we both technically got kicked out because I kept going back and forth with her. So I went over to Freshies in Milford and got what I needed. But I guess she eventually made her way over there, and I was sitting in the vehicle waiting for Cheryl to come out of the store, and I can see into the store where the wine and the alcohol is, and she goes right for the box wine. So yeah, she's a local lush, and I stopped in and talked to the staff at the Dollar General. I go in there every day to get soda or whatever, supper, snacks, and they know me. Some of them have known me, told me that lady's in there every morning right before the doors open, getting her alcohol. Oh, let's see, traffic, anything, nothing, here we go. So yeah, that was my excitement the other day. You You guys ever have any interactions with or see other people interact with people like that? Because that was whatever. Oh, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Again, new schedule starting next week. Starting a new job. Well, it's somebody that I've worked for before, so it's not like a new job. I'm just moving from the current job that I have, which is like 8:30 to noon, to this other job, which will be like 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. More hours, more pay. It's so that I can actually, move along with some of the projects that I'm doing. That looks like Sheriff. I'm not doing anything wrong. I just... He's off on an adventure, going to find somebody, I think. He doesn't have his lights on, but... What about all these political signs we see along the side of the road? Some of them have pretty slick taglines, like, I can't even remember the name of the one that I just went by, but their tagline is, "Fight like hell." Hello, Ryan Tupin. Hope I'm saying that right. Good morning. Do you have something that you would like me to talk about? Frank? Who's Frank? The Snap-on guy? I know a Snap-on guy named Frank. Do you know a Snap-on guy named Frank? But anyways, yeah, I think it's Jones for Congress or Jones for mayor or something, and his tagline is "Fight like hell." Like, fight what? What are we fighting? Let's get up to speed here. Set the cruise control. No, not really. You just sound like my friend's dad. I mean, alright, that sounds cool. I've always had this idea, everybody's got a doppelganger, right? Somebody that they look like, and I have yet to find somebody that I look like. I'm sure I sound like a lot of people. But I have to go to school. Alright. School's good. I'm headed to work. Well, it'd be nice to have that Yukon. Might be a Denali though, I don't know. I do love my little truck here, but I'm a Honda guy at heart. I like Hondas. Whether it's Honda, Acura, those two are basically the same thing. I miss my little late 90s Honda Civics. Bye. Thank you, Ryan, for commenting. Have a good day at school. So, I've been doing this schedule pretty regularly, Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the morning as I'm driving to work. And a friend of mine that I've been hanging out with a lot recently, I've been trying to get him to stream on Twitch. He plays a lot of console games. And I keep trying to get him to just turn Twitch on. And unfortunately, he has the mindset, well, it's going to be a perfect setup, and, he plays Minecraft, he's into Minecraft right now. He wants a perfect world, and he wants to set it up and do all this work. Well, I don't know if I'm saying stuff wrong to him or what, but, so I told him, he's got an older console upstairs, which I can still stream to Twitch. So I'm going to try and get the ball rolling so that him and his wife can kind of come into the Minecraft world that I'm playing on, so so that they can continue to play their own world on their own time, and they don't even have to join my world while I'm streaming. But they have a PS4 upstairs in their office that I'm sure we can set Twitch up. Where's your face? This is more like a podcast show because I live in rural Maine where we don't get great reception. Can I... something? Oh, no. Let's, put user in timeout. 24 hours, there you go. Those kind of comments are unnecessary. Just be fair warned that anybody posting comments like that will be blocked for 24 hours. That's how this works. You want to talk nasty like that, go do it on your own show. Anyways, good morning. We're talking about all kinds of stuff. Talking about the craziness that happened to Dollar General the other night. Talking about getting my friend to start streaming again on Twitch. Trying to do it myself so that it may instigate him to do it himself so we can have, multiple streams going on at the same time. Maybe people don't like watching what I'm doing. Maybe they'll go watch what he's doing or go watch what his wife's doing. But that will be separate from this channel, of course. Plants are growing in the garden, in the nursery. Got a bunch of beans that are coming up, so that means I got to start planting stuff in the ground. Oh, you're just going to ride the speed limit. I got a speed limit Susan this morning. Oh, yeah, right on the speed limit, brother. There's these little tricks when you're driving down the road, at least for me, to kind of get people's attention when I'm driving behind them, to get them to realize that I don't want to sit behind somebody like this. And slowing down isn't an option. Anybody out there drive, do a commute in the morning and have to deal with traffic? Oh, you're gonna slow down even more? No way, dude. No, not dealing with that. I do not like speed limit Susans. Anybody, I always like to ask if people drink coffee or tea. It's always an easy question. Anybody have a topic that they would like to talk about this morning besides the change in schedule next week? 17 people and nobody has talk about politics, religion. Well, that's for Mondays, I guess. Let's see. Do a Pepsi person or a Coca-Cola person? Do you drink soda? Keep seeing these trees with white flower looking things on them. Anybody know what those are? I know that's probably a Farm Friday thing, but I just happened to see one and I'm curious. I'm not great at identifying plants until I've looked it up and researched it. Oh, drive the same road every day, Monday through Friday. Hope everybody's having a great morning. Here, the sun's shining. It's kind of warm, warmish. 3 likes, wow. It's awesome. I haven't been doing a lot of wood chips lately because the free wood chip pile hasn't been recovered, I guess. It's a bunch of old wood chips, and that's not what I'm looking for. I mean, it would be great to make soil out of it, I'm sure, but I've got a lot of things to plant and not really a lot of soil to do it with. I was talking earlier to the audience about I'm trying to get a buddy of mine to start streaming his Minecraft gameplay because he's playing it every day. Why not just turn Twitch on? It's like turning a camera on, but again, he wants the perfect setup and camera and the overlays and, you know, just wants to stream to Twitch. That's it. Well, I told him, you're not going to make any progress unless you post to social media platforms and network with people, and he doesn't want to do all that. Guy, you're riding a bicycle. You got to be on the other side of the road. I don't know why people do that. It's crazy. At least in the state of Maine, if you're riding a bicycle, you're supposed to be riding with traffic. On the side of the road, of course, but you're not supposed to ride against traffic. If you're walking, you're supposed to walk against traffic. The bicycle laws in Maine are kind of weird too. It's like if you're riding along with traffic and you have to make a left-hand turn, it's kind of difficult. But it can be done. So my friend, again, sorry, I have a bit of ADHD. I'm going to start streaming Minecraft because that's just the easiest one I can do, to try to get him to start streaming again, to show him how easy it is. It's like, I don't need a camera on my face. People aren't watching to see my face. They're watching to see Minecraft and what I'm doing on it. And people will still be able to hear my voice and all that. Really, I just used the bathroom before I left the house, and it feels like I gotta go again. Man, I only had 1 cup of coffee. Oh, we're almost halfway there. The last couple of days when I've been over at my buddy's house there, he's been what I call seed hopping. He'll load in a world with a certain seed and look around and fill out a map, like a big map on Minecraft. And at that point, he decides, once the map's filled out and he finds all the stuff that's on the big map, he decides whether he's going to play in the world. Well, I saw him go through at least a dozen seeds without committing to a single one. Like, makes no sense. Just pick a world and build it out, man. Even in survival, I can build out a world. It's going to take time to build things, of course, in survival. But because it's Whatever Wednesday, I get to talk about that stuff all I want. All right. Down to Milford, yeah? Oh, I'm gonna get stuck behind a bus? Come on, bro. Yeah. Go, truck, go. What's everybody up to today? Going to work? Going to school? Not going anywhere? You got the day off? Oh man, get stuck behind the bus. There we go. Are you Canadian? No, I'm from Maine. Thank you for the question, though, Puma. I have a friend who's, I guess, part Canadian. He's got Canadian and American citizenship, U.S. citizenship, whatever you want to call it. It's funny because I do use the word y'all sometimes because I lived in Virginia for a couple of years as a teenager, but I also use the word a like a Canadian would, so I guess that makes me a Mainer. Born and bred, my family's been here for as long as I know. My great-grandparents lived just down the road from where I live now for 60 years. That's my mom's side of the family. My dad's side of the family's from down south somewhere, Tennessee or something. Why? I don't. Another person riding their bike against traffic. It doesn't make any sense to me. But if I say something, they're gonna get mad and. Whole line of traffic coming down through Bradley. Ugh. Still got a little bump on top of my head. Our kitchen, which used to be our old tiny house, where we cook all of our food, the doorway is only 6 foot, and I'm 6 foot. So if I step out of the kitchen wrong, bop my head on the door frame, and I did that last week, and it almost knocked me out. Still got a little scar there. Oh my word, people. You can't go around the bus. You gotta come to a full stop. But this is my struggle every morning, whether I'm streaming or not, is traffic. People that don't know how to drive, but they're also the people that in a 25 will speed up to 35 to whatever. We're all gonna get there. There's no rush. If you're late for work, you gotta budget your time better. Bobby Charles for Maine Governor. Oh, let's get going down the road here then. Now that we're up to decent speed here. Oh, and then you're turning. Is that really a blinker? You're in such a rush to get a quarter mile down the road. Really? Or not. Where are you turning, bro? Hello. Cold Rooms. Washington, I'm guessing. WA. Are you in Washington? Is that what the WA at the end of your handle means? Let's see. What's on the side of the road today? Bradley Road has some really good scrap metal, sometimes. There's been a couple of times where I've stopped while streaming to pick up scrap metal. Alright, now we're getting down to the fun part of the road. So, I know not all of my viewers on this channel are into video games per se. But I am going to be starting another YouTube. Well, I've already got the YouTube channel started. I just haven't added anything to it. But it's a Minecraft channel. But I'm going to be streaming mostly on Twitch. Probably 2 or 3 times during the week. And then on Saturday, I'm probably going to be doing a big stream, like 3, 4, 5 hours. Once I have everything set up, I don't think I'm going to share any of that on this channel, just because this channel is, you know, my pet project. And again, you can see it on the screen, the new schedule starting on Monday. I'm still going to be doing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's just going to be at a different time. So right now, obviously, it's 7:15 to 8:15 in the mornings. But because of the schedule of the new job that I'm starting, it's going to be more like 8:30 to 9:30, 8:45 to 9:45, something like that. Also, if you like the channel, you like the stuff I talk about, today is whatever Wednesday, we have Farm Fridays, we have Ministry Mondays. If any of that interests you and you want to see more, subscribe, double tap the screen, give me a like. But I'm also working on setting up another channel too. And doing the farm stuff and doing ministry things. I think as I add more things to my plate, metaphorically speaking, my ADHD will not get overloaded, but get loaded to the point where I'm stable in a way. I'm probably going to have to stop at the Salmon Club this morning. It's becoming a ritual. So, 2 years ago, I had kidney stones, right? And because of the damage done by the kidney stones, I have problems holding it. So I've got to be hyper aware of where I can stop to use the bathroom. Not to be weird or anything, but that's the case. Drink plenty of water, kids. Drink plenty of water. You won't have health issues like kidney stones. Boy, I keep seeing these pink, almost purple, bushy bushes, for lack of a better term, and I don't know what they are. I can see forsythia there. That much is obvious. Anybody got any opinions on anything? Well, add a comment. What's your opinion on alternative energy, solar, wind, nuclear? I guess is technically alternative fuel. I would much prefer to have everybody have their own little windmill, a solar array. Just forget about nuclear. The amount of times that it's gone wrong, and horribly wrong, I don't advocate for nuclear at all. Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, Fukushima, all these things, all this damage comes from nuclear. As far as I know, nobody's died from a backyard wind turbine failing or a solar array failing. Much better for humanity to use those things, along with some other niche alternative fuel sources. Hydrogen, home-based hydrogen, it sounds, because everybody's worried about hydrogen because of Hindenburg. But that's because of, at the time they didn't have safety procedures in effect. But, and in history classes don't really teach on it much, but the United States government used hydrogen, Brown's gas, to fill their hot air balloons for reconnaissance. That hydrogen is highly flammable, so why not use it in a way that burns it off? As a generator, or a gas-powered air compressor, or whatever. Torches run on flammable gases. Graham and I are road tripping today. Don't know where yet. Hope you have a great day. Thanks, Ma. It's whatever Wednesday, so we're talking about, let's talk about road trips then. Maybe to the coast. Go down to the ocean. There's a lot of good roads down there. Congratulations. For what? Visiting your friends? Oh, I'm gonna go try to see Barbara, yeah. That's over, what, St. Albans Way or something? But yeah, congratulations for what, Ma? I'm gonna take a chance and go right down in here. I gotta use the bathroom. Yeah. New hob? Oh, job? Well, it's somebody that I've worked for before, so. Give me a second, I gotta use the bathroom. Yeah. Goodness gracious. Possibly visiting Aunt Ethel, Holly, or Barbara. Okay. That sounds like a Dexter. Piscataquis County. Did I put that in neutral or reverse? Neutral, drive. Okay, there we go. Well, I appreciate everybody tagging along this morning. Let's, for those who have stuck around this long or in this part of the drive, let's see how this works. Hey, look at that, huh? I'm close to town that I shouldn't have connection issues. Maybe that's what I'll start doing on the morning streams. Yeah, what do we think about that? You have a post about new schedule. Yes, that's because the new job comes with a new schedule. Instead of working 8:30 to noon at the current job, the new job is like 10 to 4-ish, something like that. Let's see, what's all that stuff? Trash, mostly. Alright, up to speed, here we go. Bobby Charles, cut everything, cut taxes, cut term limits. That's a weird smell. Yeah, I enjoy my current job. I love doing tires, doing oil changes, all that good stuff. But I also like the hours of the new job. Don't have to hop up right in the morning and go to work. This will give me a chance to keep an eye on the garden, get things planted, propagate some plants. Yeah, I might use this a little bit more as we go along. Once I get to Route 9 here, I'll turn camera on for those who stick around or show up late to the show. I'm really liking the numbers there, the like numbers. Well, I don't know if my mother's still here, but I hope you guys have a good adventure today. road trips. I was talking about my 6 that I had in the past. Those were fun little road trip cars. Last time I went on a little mini road trip, I went out to, let's see, what's the closest town out there? I guess Farmington would be the closest big town, but probably the last time I saw my dad's mom, like my other grandmother there, before she passed away. But the hills, the view out there, there's a certain hill that you come up over the hill and you see Mount Abrams just in the middle of your view. Every once in a while, Cheryl and I will go down to Waldo County, like Brooks, that area. Besides that, we haven't really had a whole lot of opportunity to go further than that. So what's everybody think about me turning the camera on towards the end of the show? Giving the loyal fans something to look at. Oh yeah, well that was with the Accord. That was a decent road trip. Can't remember how we did that. Oh yeah, we stayed in the hotel when we were down there. Because I know it's like a, is that a yes for the camera thing, Ma? I think that makes a little sense because I've tried it like halfway down Bradley Road and it still doesn't give me a great connection, but I just stopped at the Salmon Club and used the bathroom and decided to turn it on. But yeah, it's like 4 or 5 hours down to where we were in Connecticut. Just depends on traffic, really. I think it was a day, like a Friday. Cheryl went to work with me that day. And then we went straight from there down the interstate. Yes, camera. Turn the camera on when we get to Route 9. Oh boy, somebody's turning. Oh, waiting for somebody to cross the street so they can turn. Goodness. So, at the second job, the new job, I've been working in the afternoons after I get out of my main job. And we've been struggling getting this little lawnmower tire aired up because they're just not as flexible as like a car tire. Well, I asked my current employer if I could borrow we call it a blaster can, basically. It puts a lot of air into a tire to get it to air up right. And I tried to warn John, the guy that I'm going to be working for starting next week. I said, it's going to be a big blast of air and a lot of noise. And he's holding the air chuck on the valve stem, and I hit the blast can, and he kind of, I guess he wasn't expecting it to be as much force and sound as I told him. Jumped him a little bit, but that's all right. I told him the next one we're going to do, it's going to be the same thing. Just a big puff of air and a lot of noise. Turn right after church in Milford. Follow it around, and porta potty is on your right next to fire department. Yeah, usually by that point I don't have to use the bathroom though. If I'm going to use the bathroom at that point, I'll probably use Freshies. Oh, you're talking about the one at the park on the backside of Milford there. Cheryl and I saw that yesterday. They've got porta potties at some of the boat landings. You're gonna try and cross the street, lady? What are you doing? Oh, look at those trees. They almost look like cherry trees. That one's a dark red right here in Brewer. We're getting there. How many cars are going to be in the parking lot this morning? It is Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Oh boy. Look at that line of traffic on the other side of that light. Huh. That looks like my buddy Mike. MW Lane? No, it is not. Last time I saw Mike's truck, it was more banged up than that. Oh, yeah. Gonna make some noise. Boat landing on Route 2 across from the farm. Oh, the one between Greenfield Road and the post office. Yeah, it's like they switch them from year to year. Like last year, the one by the Greenfield Road had a porta potty. Then this year, the other one's got it. Never thought we'd get onto the topic of bathroom locations, but don't forget that Friday is Farm Friday. Monday, even with the schedule change, is still going to be Ministry Monday. If any of that interests you, or whatever Wednesdays interest you, hit the subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed. How many cars, though? I don't know about a number, but I'm going to guess a few, some, maybe not a bunch. A bunch is like what, 5? I'm thinking, besides employee vehicles and the ones that have been there, come on, people, it's green light. 3, 4 new cars. Goodness gracious. If you got something you really want to say, get it in the comments because we're almost done here. Are we going to be super busy today, or? Let's see. Nothing. Not a single vehicle. There's 3 employee cars, 2 cars that have been here, and a parts delivery vehicle. Guess I'll park next to John's car. Yeah. Another stream down. Appreciate everybody that's commented and hung out.